Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Drunkle. This is beautiful Brad.
And Shells.
So how goes it?
Tonight we are bringing back CBD Fridays.
Yes. How long has it been since we've had a CBD drink?
It's been a while. Well, I guess it was those two that were on sale that I bought. But that was like in between drinking this and then our H2O fucking Dr. Pepper night. So, again, I had to save Brad's ass and bring him a CBD drink.
I suck. I went to the store today with the intentions of buying CBD, and I left with lettuce.
How the fuck does that even happen?
For the reptiles. And I totally got sidetracked because I've drank myself retarded, I guess.
I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to buy CBD drinks. Ooh, lettuce.
Yeah. It's the only reason I went to the fucking store was to get the CBD drink. Because she had messaged me yesterday, we're bringing back CBD drinks. And I fucking went to the store to get it and forgot.
Fucking lame. And this is how much faith I have in you. Because I texted you last night and said, hey, we're bringing back CBD Fridays. So I gave you the heads up. I gave you time to go get it. But even that, I still made sure that we got you one.
Yeah, I suck. But I totally plan on just next payday going and buying like fucking 20 of them. Probably stocked up at least till springtime.
There you go. And then you won't have to be like, oh, I got to go get CBD drinks. Oh, I got carrots instead.
Yeah. Even though I'm going to have to drop 100 spot probably. But fuck it. At least I'll have them and be done with it.
And then you won't have to go back to the store and accidentally walk out with eggplants.
Yeah.
So which one do you have on tap?
I have the sparkling root beer. It's a 20 milligrammer.
I have sparkling CBD ginger ale, also 20 milligrams of broad spectrum hemp.
So we've had the root beer before, but we haven't had the ginger ale. So
yeah, let's pop this.
Yeah.
You want to taste this one?
Yeah, sure.
I spilled it all down them.
I like this root beer one. This is pretty good.
I have something that I'm going to tell you about this, but I want you to taste it before I tell you.
God.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, so this is what it tasted like to me. It tasted like the smell of like hippie patchouli.
Yeah. It did have like that hippie fucking kind of taste going on.
A little dirty, a little patchouli-ish.
Earthy.
Yeah, earthy for sure.
It's definitely interesting. I like it. Oh, this root beer is solid though.
I feel like if you're drinking a CBD drink, like you kind of think like it's like pot or something, and that's what it should taste like. Mm-hmm. Like earthy and dirty. Not dirty, but like tastes like dirt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean...
Yeah, it definitely tastes like drinking patchouli oil.
Are you a fan of the smell of petroleum oil?
Not really.
I'm not either.
It doesn't offend me unless, like, they bathed in it.
Yeah.
But it's nothing that I would wear for sure.
But see, yeah, I can't stand the smell of it, but drinking that didn't taste too bad.
Drinking patchouli is different than wearing it or smelling it.
I guess it's kind of like shooting whiskey. Like, you can shoot it real quick, get that taste, but, you know, you're not bathing in it where you smell it all day.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're not rolling around smelling like Jake Shekels.
Yeah.
And I am going to eat this last CBD gummy because I've had a rough week. So this one is 250 milligrams for the blue raspberry gummy.
Now, when she was shaking this, it sounded like one of those, like, rattlers. So you're going to have to let us know how hard that thing is.
It's actually not hard. I'm, like,
really?
pinching it. It's not hard. It's still kind of gummy. It's a little rough, but yeah, it still tastes good.
You want to hit the weed pen?
No.
It tastes like grape.
I do have to drive. Maybe tomorrow, though. Hit me up with it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll bring it. It came from California. It was in a Kobe Bryant package. It tastes like grape, I guess, for the purple and for the Lakers.
What do you mean a Kobe Bryant package?
So, like, it's legal out in California, so they market them with things. So, it was it was Kobe Bryant, and I guess... I don't know if his people sells these marijuana. They're like the vape juice shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
So it would be like if you went to get like a vape pen and you have to put the juice in it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to put the juice. They come in little cartridges.
Okay.
So it came in like a Kobe Bryant packaging.
So what made you buy that, and where did you get it?
Well, I can't disclose that, but it's just my buddy picked it up. He's a Kobe Bryant fan. I never was a Kobe fan, so I just kind of like, well, fuck it, I'll smoke it, you know.
Smoke it or vape it? Are you smoking it?
Yeah, it's a vapor, so.
And it doesn't smell like weed, right?
Nah, it just smells like grape. It'll taste like weed a little bit, but you won't smell it.
So it's a way to, like, smoke pot without anybody realizing you're smoking pot.
Yeah, that's why some bars and establishments won't let you vape in there anymore, because you can't tell if they're fucking smoking THC or smoking actual vape.
So if a cop rolled up on you, would they be able to tell that that's weed?
That I do not know. I wouldn't imagine right away. I mean, they probably have to give them reason to fucking test it or hit it themselves, but I can't see how they would know.
So it would be something, so it doesn't look different than like a regular...
Yeah, no, see, like, just looks like a little vape fucking cartridge.
Okay, so you got the cartridge, and then where did you get the actual vape part?
That was from Unique Boutique in
So
Milford.
that's at, like, any kind of vape shop?
Yeah, the cartridges you can't get legally in Ohio yet, but... I mean, they just passed federally, like, you know, legalizing marijuana, whatever. So I guess now it's just state to state. It'll be a matter of time before you can go to the store and buy the shit.
So someone could have... Two people are next to each other, and they both have vapes, and one could have, like, the nicotine vape, and that one could have the weed vape, and they look exactly the same.
Yep.
So they would have to actually test it to see if it had that in it.
Pretty much, or hit it themselves, so, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that cops are going around, like, trying out your drugs to see what it is.
Be a lot cooler if they did.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
You want a rip, officer?
Here's a beer. You want a beer? Why don't you just stay and party?
I did party with a sheriff once. One of the, I guess, what are they called? The highway guys? The highway sheriffs?
The highway patrol?
Yeah, like, he was off duty, but this dude got fucking wrecked. I remember he took his dick out and was beating it on the table.
Oh my god, that's just your people.
Yeah, and I was like, I only met him this one time and never seen him since. I remember I was like, dude, you're really a sheriff? And he got, like, super creeped out about that and, like, tamed himself down. Because I guess he didn't want me to know he was a fucking sheriff. I was like, man, that's fucking cool.
So where did you meet him? He was already at a party, like somebody knew him?
This was one of my buddies worked with this guy, and it was his brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it was one of those, he knew her, she knew him, and that's where he came from.
So he definitely wasn't trying to bust up anything at the party.
No, yeah.
He was trying to partake in everything.
Yeah, he was cutting loose.
He got wrecked and pulled his dick out.
It was a little odd. It's like, it's nice meeting you. Thanks for the show.
Be like, hi, I'm Brad. Here's my balls.
Yeah. I can do that too.
You guys are like baboons showing each other your junk. That's how you meet.
Yeah. Sizing each other up.
And you start sniffing each other's buttholes like dogs. Dudes. Total sidebar. What is that Gremlins thing that's over there on your bed?
That is a Gremlins advent calendar.
I was going to ask if it was an advent calendar.
Yeah. I'm trying to get festive here, yo.
So what is it? What do you get each day?
You get little gremlins. So
little tiny figures?
Yeah, they're up there. I got little Mugwise, little gremlins, little fur balls. Let me grab a couple.
Yeah, I want to see. Where did you get that?
I got it online at one of the toy retailers I buy my junk from.
Oh my god, these are so cute. And when you put this down, I was like, ew, you grabbed dust. Oh, that's one of the toys.
Yeah. Remember when they got the water on him and then he started shooting out the little fur balls and then they turned into the other Mugwise?
I don't want to admit this.
Yeah, don't even say it.
I have seen Gremlins, but I probably haven't seen it since the 80s.
You need to fix that this holiday season.
Yeah, I should. Now, I take that back. I did watch part of it last Christmas because they played it, but I only watched part of it.
One of the best Christmas movies.
What is this?
That is when they cocoon up.
This looks like a chewed up piece of gum. Like, oh, these little guys are cute, but you brought over dust and a piece of chewed up gum. Brad, those aren't toys. These are so cute. What was today's?
It was another Mogwai. It was, I keep wanting to call him Spike Stripe, the leader gremlin, but in Mogwai form.
These are so cute. Oh my god. I honestly thought that was an advent calendar, but I didn't want to say it and sound stupid.
Yeah, it's an advent calendar.
That's awesome.
It's fun. I enjoy it.
Do you wake up every day like, oh, I get to open one?
It's the only thing that gets me out of bed.
So when you open it up, do you take it out and you're like, do, 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 do?
So, like, if you can see, those are all, like, chairs. They're a scene where they're in the movie theater in the first one.
Bring it over here. I want to see it.
All right, hold on.
Sorry, people. This is theater of the mind.
So,
okay, that's how it goes.
Yeah, so I just put them all in their little seats.
Oh. Oh my god, it's so cute.
It actually goes to the end of the month, so I got 20 more days.
It doesn't just go to Christmas, it goes to the 30th?
I guess it's not really geared towards just Christmas, so I don't know if you can technically call it an advent calendar.
I mean, that's totally an advent calendar.
Yeah. But it's just, I guess, more bang for your buck. So they threw in 6 more gremlins.
Nice.
Or hopefully they're gremlins and not fur balls.
Pieces of dust
and
chewed up bubble gum. These little guys are so cute. That's so fun. You need to take a picture of them each day.
Yeah, post it.
Like, literally, this little fuzzball guy, you could have found that in your bathroom.
I know. I opened it, I'm like, what?
You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's belly button lit.
You belly button. Yeah, there's been 2 fur balls so far. I'm like, motherfucker, if I get another fur ball, this is going to piss me off.
Do they look different?
The other one's a little darker.
Are they different?
The fur balls?
Yeah. Like in the movie, are they?
I don't think so. I think they're all just the same, so...
So I didn't mean to cut you off when you were explaining the fur ball. How does the fur ball come along in the movie?
So, Gizmo, he gets the water knocked on him. Yeah, those are Mogwais. Those are all different variations of Mogwais. She's looking at my toys.
The toy collection on the wall.
I got a lot of gremlin stuff. Oh, there's Gizmo right there. Yeah, so Billy's little buddy knocks water on Gizmo, and they're not supposed to have water. And then, like, he starts, like, spazzing out and having seizures, and all these little fucking furballs start shooting off of him. But the furballs turn into the Mogwais, and then I think the Mogwais eat after midnight, and then they cocoon and then turn into the gremlins.
Is this the gremlin?
That's the gremlin.
And this is the Mogwai?
There's a puppet gremlin sitting in that,
This is what they are, like the little bitty cute teddy bear guys. Mm-hmm. And then they get wet and they turn into this?
Yeah.
Or they shoot those out?
Yeah, and then these will turn into more Mogwais. I guess that's how they reproduce, by getting water.
So when they turn into the chewed up bubble gum, then they hatch into this?
Yeah, so they're not supposed to eat after midnight. If they eat after midnight, they turn into gremlins.
It's kind of like taking care of drunks.
Yeah.
Don't let them around the water. Don't feed them after midnight.
Pretty much. Fucking gremlins.
This is what happens to drunks after midnight.
So yeah, like you walk into a bar, you can totally see like the gremlins scene when they're, taking over the town, or also Planet of the Apes. I like to, compare that to drunks.
I mean, we're definitely apes.
Yeah.
We're like one step away from apes.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when you get really drunk, then you just kind of revert back to your apeness and start throwing shit and jacking off in front of people, showing people your dick.
Evolution is real, folks.
Oh, goodness. Yes, that was fun.
That was fun.
These little guys are cute. Sorry if that wasn't too fun for you people listening, because you don't get to see what we're talking about, but we try to explain it to you. So,
and if you haven't watched Gremlins, go watch it. Do yourself a favor.
Yes. By the way, speaking of watching things, Cobra Kai coming back in January.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So excited.
For that. Yeah, that trailer looked good.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it, because when I thought that you just tagged me in the fact that it was coming back. I didn't realize it was a trailer. Mm-hmm. So then when I tried to watch the trailer, I had just gotten home from work, and I sat down, and my kid was on this side screaming in my face, and my dog was on this side whining and, like, pawing at the phone. And I was like, for fuck's sake, I just want to watch this goddamn trailer.
Can't even have peace for 2 minutes to watch a trailer.
Right. So then once it's done, I put it down, and I was like, what the fuck do you want? Yes, I see you, hi.
Yeah, it looks fucking dope. Do they have a date for it yet?
Yeah, it's in January. I think they said the date on there. Or
Really?
maybe they just said January.
Yeah, I know they had, like, the New Year's Eve theme playing towards the end, which I thought was so fucking cool. Going through the trailer, I was like, that drops New Year's Day while I'm all hungover.
Fuck.
That would be awesome.
You're going to binge the whole thing.
I know I will, too.
I can't. I do not want to binge it because I love it so much. I need to, like, extend it.
That's what I love about, like, The Mandalorian. It makes me wait week to week.
Yeah.
And it just keeps you, like, hyped up about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Netflix does themselves a disservice by dropping it all at once.
Yeah, because they get the hit, like, right then, and then you binge all of it, but then you forget about all the stuff, and it comes out a whole year later.
Yeah. Kind of forget about everything.
Yeah.
So
I do want to go back and rewatch the first 2 seasons and then watch this one.
See, I want to too, because it's like, it was so good. Plus, they were only half-hour episodes and like 8 episodes per season.
Yeah, you could get through it in a week.
Yeah,
Easy.
It's not like you're rewatching, I don't know, Sopranos, like hour-long, 82 episodes or anything like that. What's something like you would rewatch? Like a show that you've rewatched multiple times?
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
I watched that show when it came out, and I think it came out in the late 90s. And I watched all of them while they were on, and I have probably rewatched it. I would not be exaggerating by saying I've rewatched the entire series 12 times.
How many seasons were there?
There's 7 seasons.
Are they half-hour episodes?
It's hour-long episodes, and there's probably 21 episodes per season.
Oh, wow. So you got to commit to that.
Yeah. Like, I turn it on constantly. Like, I'll turn it on when I'm getting ready in the morning. I'll turn it on my lunch break to have something to watch.
What streaming service is it with?
Netflix.
Netflix.
And even if it's not Netflix, I have all the DVDs. Which I've watched all of the DVDs, too.
Yeah. So what's it about? Just chicks doing chick shit?
Chicks doing chick shit.
Gotcha.
It's about a mom who had a baby when she was 16, and the show picks up when her daughter is 16. And they're like best friends, and it's chicks doing chick shit.
Right on. Didn't they bring that back recently?
They did. And I was so excited because, of course, I've watched it 20 million times. So I was very excited to watch it, and I was kind of maybe a little disappointed in it. Like,
didn't live up to it.
Yeah, it just wasn't the same, I felt like.
Probably going for a quick cash cow, I guess.
Yeah, and one of the main characters on there was Melissa McCarthy, which she's a huge star now. And so I guess because she's such a huge star, they didn't even ask her to come back.
Really?
She didn't come back, but like all the fans were like, oh my God, she has to come back. And I guess she found out about it and she was like, well, they didn't even ask me to come back.
I guess they were probably assuming she would cost too much.
Yeah, that they would have to pay her too much.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, like, that's probably where she got her start, and she was on that show for 7 seasons. Like, she would probably do it for pretty cheap.
You would think or hope, but...
Yeah, you would hope.
I mean, I know that's why they shut some shows down, because the cost, like The Big Bang Theory, those guys were getting like $1 million per episode. It's like, got to keep it within a budget. And it just gets too much.
Yeah, because when that came on, they were nobodies.
Yeah.
And then it became so huge that they ended up making $1 million an episode.
Yeah, I fucking love that show.
You do?
Kaylee, I think her name's Kukoc or something.
Kiwoko?
Kuoko. She's a fucking babe.
Yeah, she's cute.
She's got a new show on HBO, and I love watching it because I love watching her.
Yeah. I've seen The Big Bang Theory a couple times. I mean, every once in a while when it's on TNT or whatever, but I just don't think it's that great. Mm-hmm. Although Sheldon kind of annoys me in the show, but have you ever seen Young Sheldon? Mm-hmm. Like, that show I actually like.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
It's different. It's, like, more drama, I guess, than, like, slapstick comedy, kind of.
Yeah.
Anyways, have you heard of the monoliths that have been popping up around?
Now, what is a monolith?
Okay, so I didn't know what it was until a radio show that I listened to was talking about it. So it's this giant metal phallic object that's like three-sided.
Oh, okay. One popped up in like the Colorado desert or some shit.
In Utah, yeah.
Utah, okay. Yeah. All right, I know what you're talking about.
So one popped up in Utah, and it was like in this desert. No one was around. Like, it's way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So everybody's like, how did it get here? Like, what is this? And I guess people think like maybe the aliens brought it or whatever. And so it became a news story, and I guess people went to go see it, and it was gone. Like, it was just gone.
Really?
Fuck is that noise?
It's
turtles.
The turtles.
Oh my god, I keep thinking Picante is like creeping down here or something.
What's up, everyone?
So anyways, it just popped up out of nowhere, and then as quick as it came, it left. So everybody was like, that was really fucking weird. Well, then the next day in Romania, there was one that popped up.
Really?
And so everybody was talking about it, and then the next day it was gone. And then they had one pop up in California. And again, the next day it was gone. And they're thinking like it's this big, huge, tall, like steel, metal, just like triangle shaped looking thing. And like, how could anybody get it there? And how could they take it away without leaving all these big tracks and stuff and nobody finding it? But now they've been popping up everywhere, all around the world.
Really?
So what the fuck do you think it is?
Oh, no. I only heard about the Utah one, and I kind of quit paying attention. I thought it was a hoax or something, but it's been popping up everywhere.
Everywhere. So the one originated in Utah. Then the next day it was in Romania. Then they had one in California. And then when I was Googling, they have one in Michigan. There was another one in California, like Southern California. There was one in North Carolina, and then there was one over in England somewhere.
Wow.
So they're popping up everywhere.
I guess the aliens are getting ready to reveal themselves.
Do you think that's going to be like the series finale of us?
You know what? I think so. 2020 that's the fucking cherry on top.
You know how you have the season finale of shows, and then you have the series finale?
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is the series finale of humans?
I don't know. I feel like if it was going to be the series finale, they already would have fucking I don't want to say nuked, because they're using obviously way more advanced technology, but we would have been zapped. They just zap our asses. We wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, we still got a couple weeks left in 2020.
We do.
So maybe we're not there yet.
Just get it started in 2021.
Do you think it's going to end with us being zapped, or is the show going to continue after we're zapped with the aliens now running across the world?
Have you ever watched The Sopranos? I kind of want to compare it to this.
No, I haven't,
spoilers.
I haven't, but go ahead.
All right, well, if you guys haven't seen The Sopranos by now, it's been over for 10 years, so sorry, spoilers ahead, but...
Spoiler alert.
So you go all see, like, there's 7 or 8 seasons, and then you get to the finale, they're in a restaurant, they're eating dinner, and then all of a sudden, it goes fucking black. And so people were like, well, what the fuck happened? Like...
And that's how it ended?
That's how it ended.
It went black,
so,
and that was...
So, yeah, like, they're like, did he get whacked? What the fuck? Just left it up to your imagination. Anyway, I'm just using this as comparison. I think just, like, the strike at midnight, everything just goes black.
Everything, black.
Like, and then that's it. That's all she wrote. We're dead. We're all gone. It's just like...
And that's the end of Planet Earth.
Yeah. Series finale.
It went 2020 seasons.
Yeah.
That's a good round number, I think.
I'm sure ABC would love to get their hands on that show.
I think that's a good round number to end Planet Earth.
Yeah, I mean, the Mayans had us predicted December 21st, 2012. Yeah, so...
Speaking of that, so I know that you're kind of like into like full moons and the moon energy and all that kind of stuff. There's this thing, it's called the event. The event is going to happen on December 21st of 2020.
Yeah.
So basically I think it's Jupiter, Saturn, and then there's 3. What's the other one?
God, I had that article pulled up.
Anyways, the 3 planets are going to be straight in alignment, which right now, if you look in the sky, you can see Jupiter and Saturn in a straight line. And then this other one, it's going to like create a shift, basically. And It's like the closest that they've been since like the 1600s.
Yeah, it's just Jupiter and Saturn. Everything.
And then maybe the Earth, I guess.
Yeah. On December 21st of this year, the winter solstice, Jupiter and Saturn are going to be an astonishing 0.1 degrees apart, less than the diameter of a full moon. March 4th, 1226 was the last time they were in such close proximity.
1226, the year 1226. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They call it the shift, so I feel like the shift is going to be like, it's going to be the season finale of 2020.
I think it's going to knock everything out of alignment.
I think shit's going to get weird.
Yeah, they're calling it the Great Conjunction. Well, I guess I'm having a bonfire and dancing around it that night.
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's the winter solstice, which we talked on the last pod about pagans and how they, they do rituals around the quarters. The autumnal equinox, the winter solstice, the summer solstice, and the spring equinox. I mean, we might as well take our shoes off, get naked, dance around, see what happens.
Yeah, fucking A, man. Going all in that night.
So perhaps the monoliths are from the aliens to lead up to the 21st, which is the shift. What do you think the shift is? Do you think the shift is the aliens coming in, taking over?
Maybe. Or maybe that's like when like a dimension opens or like a wormhole.
A portal.
Yeah, for they can like time travel that distance. Maybe the monoliths are like their advent calendar.
Maybe. Each day they got a new little gremlin.
Oh, dude, this is wild. This is cool. I want to like, now I got to look more into this.
Yes, definitely. Let's say you're like, fuck yes, we're getting into this shift thing on the 21st. I'm having a bonfire in the backyard. And then we come over and fucking get weird, start dancing around the fire. And then all of a sudden you see like a big, huge, like, explosion in the sky, and we're just, like, watching it. And then we see, like, the portal, like, in this...
Dude.
It opens.
That would be rad.
Do we go through?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
Like, on one end, it could be like, where the fuck are we going? Is this going to be, like, a terrible place that we're going into? But...
I would roll that dice.
I think I would, too.
I would totally roll that dice.
Because on the other hand, it could be, like, the best fucking shit ever. What if we go into the spirit world?
Yeah, something. Like, fuck. Or you go to, like, another part of the universe where there's dinosaurs still.
Dinosaurs. I don't know. Could we defend ourselves against dinosaurs, though?
Maybe they have them trained and, like, we can talk to them in a sense or, like, ride them.
Like dinosaurs are like dogs?
Maybe, yeah.
Or do the dinosaurs rule and, like, the humans are like their dogs?
Like we're like
the pets.
The pet reptiles?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how fun that would be.
Would you want to be adopted by a dinosaur?
It would be kind of cool.
Just as long as they're nice and they treat their humans nicely.
Yeah, give me water every day and, some food.
Feed me and pet me and take me out to play.
I mean, pets do have it fucking pretty good.
Some of them, if they have good owners.
Yeah, if they have good owners, because there's a lot of shitty owners.
Yeah. But, like, your dog, my dog, they have it really good.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have to worry about working. They just wake up, get fed, fucking shit, and do whatever they want.
What do we think that this other dimension is going to be? What if we go into this other dimension and it's like an exact replica of Earth? So we go there and there's another Shells and another B-Rad that look just like us, and they're sitting there doing their fucking pod talking about the same fucking shit.
That'd be wild. I'm starting to feel like I'm on a episode of Rick and Morty.
Wouldn't that be fucking crazy?
That would be wild.
And then we could find our other half.
But maybe like that will cause the end of all things, because we're not supposed to see ourselves in another dimension. And then
if we're in that other dimension with the other us, does the other Shelley act exactly like me? Or is it like another form of me and it's different? So it looks like me, it's dressed like me, but it acts different and it talks different.
Yeah, I would think if there was like another dimension, or what did they use, like, oh, Jesus, what did they used to call it? There was, like, galaxies stacked on galaxies. I guess that would be the dimension. I don't know. Like, something would have to be different. They wouldn't be exact replicas.
So we go over to the other dimension, and you find the other Brad, and he's completely sober, and he has a family, and he has like 5 kids.
I'd be like, nice dick, yo.
And he's an accountant.
An accountant? Wow, Jesus Christ.
And in his everyday life, he's living his everyday life, but secretly he's like, man, I just wish that every once in a while, you know, I could just cut loose, get drunk, eat some shrooms, show my dick off, and you're the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably how it would be. Like, it would be like polar opposites, but the same, maybe sense, like mind thought. I don't know.
Or maybe it's like everything that you've always wanted in your life, or
just like flip the switch.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe you've always secretly wanted a family, and so you get over there, and then there's the family you.
I just always wanted to be Asian.
You wanted to be Asian, so you get over there, and there's this 6'8" fucking Asian who has a goatee and drinks beers constantly. He has another toy room. You come over and you'd be like, there's a fucking cool toy.
What's the opposite of a toy room? Like in the other dimension?
Where everything would be like perfectly spotless and neat and like clean corners and like...
Very minimalistic.
Yes. Like there's nothing... Like your bed is there and you have your sheets and they're all tucked in. But there's like nothing on any of the walls.
The bathroom's clean.
The bathroom is sparkling clean.
So what would your other dimension persona be?
I don't know. What do you think my other dimension would be?
I think you would be a backpacker. You would go do a lot of camping.
Yes, I would do camping. I would be athletic.
You would like be into football and stuff.
I'd be into football. I would probably eat healthy. Be really skinny.
You definitely
and
wouldn't
shape.
be girly girl. You would have like a shotgun and a pocket knife.
Maybe, yeah. Just like the direct opposite. So, say it's me and you, and we're out at the bonfire, and this other portal opens, and we go in, and we go into the other dimension, and then we find ourselves. What if our other selves start freaking the fuck out that we're there, like straight like Bill and Ted, like we're there?
Yeah.
Then do you think that they freak out and like started trying to like fight us, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? Because they know nothing about the other dimension, and the portal didn't open up in their world.
Yeah.
We just kind of snuck in. Or do you think if we sneak in there, they can't see us and we're kind of like ghosts?
That would be kind of interesting.
So maybe that's what ghosts are.
Other fucking dimensions?
Yes.
Ooh.
So maybe
I like that theory.
Maybe the ghosts live in this other dimension. So then they come into this dimension and we can't really see them. And they like are banging around and making noise and shit, and they're like, what the fuck is the matter with these people? Why can't they see us?
Yeah.
And maybe it's the other versions of ourselves, and they're like, hey, other Brad, hey, other Shells, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's wild. I never thought about that.
And going back to last week's pod, the one about the house that has a ghost for 30 years that keeps throwing shit around, maybe they're just like, hey, I'm here, I need you to pay attention. So they throw something on the ground like, do you hear me? I'm right here.
But what would make different ghosts have different levels of abilities the longer they stay in that dimension? Yeah,
maybe. Or I think it could be like the way humans are here. Like some humans can see ghosts. Like you got psychic and stuff that can see ghosts. So maybe it would be like that.
All of a sudden, like, my dong starts appearing, and that's it.
Just a dick appears out of thin air, and you're like...
floating dick.
Is that a floating dick?
Why?
Am I tripping? What did I drink? What's in these CBD drinks? Yeah. Seeing floating dicks.
God damn it.
I think we should definitely have the bonfire on the 21st, because
Yeah.
I'm excited now.
For real.
We should go into the other dimension.
That would fucking be wild.
But then, what if you go into the other dimension and it's just like complete blackness and it's negative and it's awful and like everybody's like filled with hate and everybody's killing each other and there's no goodness on that earth or planet or dimension or whatever it is?
Yeah, I guess it's like a risk you would have to run.
I kind of feel like if somebody was in another dimension and got a portal into this dimension and came to this Earth, they would think that. They would be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
People hate each other and people are so angry all the time.
Unless they came from that world you described of where it's even worse than this one.
No, I think that it's probably better. And they come in here and we are that dark negative.
Hashtag 2020.
Yeah.
But that is weird, like all these monoliths popping up with this shit aligning and...
I mean, there's got to be something.
Did you see where the Israeli scientist came out recently and he's like, they're here. They'll reveal themselves when they think we're ready.
What does he mean when he say they? Does he say aliens?
Yeah, the aliens. Like, I guess he was like one of their NASA type dudes and he's like, they are among us. You know, I mean, you hear crazy shit like that all the time. I don't even necessarily think it's fucking crazy, but...
I don't think it's crazy.
So, yeah.
So if they are among us, does that mean, like, if we go out to the grocery store, like, there could possibly be an alien in the grocery store with us?
From what he was saying, basically. Have you, like, this movie called They Live? He puts on the sunglasses and realizes there's creatures, you know, fucking... You pull it up, they all look human.
Okay, so they look human.
From the way he made it sound, yeah. They realized that we would be terrified and... you know, not accept them.
They're trying to ease us into it. They're like just the tip kind
just
of thing.
Just the tip, yeah.
They're like trying to lube us up with the fucking monoliths and shit.
Pretty much.
To see like, okay, let's place these first to see how they deal with it.
Well, fuck, I mean, this year's the first year our government's actually basically said, yes, UFOs are real. So,
well, yeah.
I mean, I always believed in it, but...
Me too.
There's definitely life out there. Are they slowly rolling it out for us for, you know, like we were talking with the ghosts, like if we had a warm-up, it wouldn't be so terrifying. So they're subtly dropping all these fucking hints to like, all right, here they are.
I think so.
That would be tight. I mean, I feel like if they're here, they're peaceful. And if they got here, they're advanced race and they could just hopefully better us all around, you know.
Do you think that that's what they're trying to do? Like, listen... We gave you guys a chance, and you fucked up this world. So we're going to try to come in and make it better. But we can't just, like, rage in, because that would make it worse.
Yeah.
So we just got to sneak in.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, but you still have the Russians, like, you know.
What are they going to do?
Yeah, they're fucking terrible people.
Why are all the Russians terrible people?
They're fucking maniacs, and they... hate everything and they live in Siberia and they're
sounds like Americans. That's probably what people think about America.
Half of America's trying to work towards acceptance. Russians just, I'm pretty sure they just still hate a lot of
You don't
people.
think there's any good Russians?
Well, I'm sure there are, but...
So you don't think that there's some Russians that are trying to work towards acceptance and love?
And they get killed by their government.
Maybe.
Just like in Iran.
Okay, so then what if the aliens do come in, so they like ease us in, and then finally it comes worldwide, here are the aliens, we're going to present them to you, don't be scared, now we know that they're aliens. Do you think that they're going to try to overtake everybody's government? And then do you think that you would want them to overtake the government?
We wouldn't have a fucking choice in the matter. If they wanted to overtake it, they would overtake it.
If they decided to overtake it, I feel like they would probably be doing it for the better.
Yeah, because, I mean, I feel if they didn't have our best interest in hand, they'd just fucking wipe us out. So they're obviously trying to work with us. Or I guess make us slaves.
Oh, man.
But if they got from one end of the galaxy to another end, they probably got robots that could handle shit like, you know, that kind of stuff.
So do you think on their planet that they're like, okay, we need to go help Earth because Earth is fucking itself and it's going down the shithole. It's terrible. This is not what we planned Earth to be. So you need to get in there with the humans and you need to get the bad people out and get the good people in, and we got to create love and happiness and harmony again.
If that's what they stand for, I don't know. Or maybe
do you think that's what they're doing? Or do you think that they're coming in to make us slaves?
Nah, because if they wanted to make us slaves, we'd already be slaves.
But they're trying to ease us into it.
did anyone ever ease a slave into anything? You don't have to ease a slave into being a slave.
I kind of, like, okay, so none of us know, because obviously we weren't around at the time.
Yeah.
But when slaves first came about, do you think that it was like, hey, why don't you come live with me? And I'll give you a place to stay. I'll give you this food and a nice place to sleep. And then it was like, hey, can you take out the garbage? And then, hey, since I'm not charging you rent, can you do the dishes and take out the garbage? And then they just kind of eased it in that way.
Man, from what I gathered, tribes would fucking go to war with other tribes, capture them up, and then sell them off to the white settlers. And, yeah, they'd come get their workers.
All right. Well, what do we think that the aliens... We have to have an opinion. We have to have an opinion on what we think the aliens are doing here.
Maybe the aliens put us here, and like you said, they're checking on us.
So we're like their toys?
Possibly, because if you ever watch like Ancient Aliens and shit, like, it is pretty crazy how these temples and things were built, and how these old ancient people would line up the stars with everything. But with that being said, I mean, you've seen like cave paintings and shit of like giant sloths and stuff like that, but you've never really seen aliens.
So do you think that at first they were like, ooh, these little toy dinosaurs are fun, let's put these on the earth? And then they were like, these are boring, let's wipe them out. And then they were like, here, let's put these little human guys on the earth.
It's just like a kid having an ant farm.
Yeah. So it would be like you playing with all these toys in here, but all the toys are on a planet called Earth, and we're all humans. And they're like, let's make them do their own little thing. But then you're like, oh, I left them alone too long, and now they're fucking it all up, and they're killing each other, and they're hating each other, and...
Yeah, it's like when you get aggressive animals in the same cage, you have to separate them because they're fucking killing each other, so...
So you think they're going to come back, they're going to check on us, and they're going to be like, listen, this isn't how we planned this. We need love and peace and harmony. And then maybe they just wipe out all the fucking assholes.
Yeah, so, like, I guess they'll have everyone in a line. Everyone gets a number. And then it's kind of like bingo. They roll all the numbers, and as the numbers pull in, you disintegrate. Boom, your number's been selected. And then just, like, wipe the population in half.
Is that what the rapture is? Like, totally serious question. Is that what the rapture is?
What, like, having selected people?
Okay, I don't know much about religion, but the rapture basically is like when Jesus comes back, all the people who gave themselves over to Christ basically get sucked up into heaven, right? So isn't that kind of like what you said? You're putting them all in a line and disintegrate?
But this is more like lottery based.
So then you're not even basing it on how the person acts. So I don't think that would be the case, because then you're just taking out half the motherfuckers, and it doesn't matter who they are and what they do and what they stand for.
But when you get too many motherfuckers, it just breeds toxicness. So if you wipe out half, they're spread out more and they're not as contained. So the toxic levels go down.
But if you wipe out half and you keep the half that are fucking assholes, then you got fucking assholes running the world.
It would be a mixture of them.
You think that's gonna save the fucking world? Don't be an idiot. You gotta get rid of all the assholes.
But what qualifies as an asshole?
Child touchers.
Well, obviously.
Murderers. Rapists.
Well, let's put the murder in context.
Okay, well tell me the context that the murderer can stay.
So when you say murder, anybody that's killed somebody, like, what if somebody...
On purpose.
On purpose.
Committed actual murder.
So what if somebody killed a child toucher? Does that make him a murderer?
That's different.
But they killed somebody.
But if they went to court, they would get like a lesser sentence.
But it's like, so it's their ant farm. You got all these ants. Does the human bring the resume to the alien and then they decide? Or, I mean, they would have to go lottery based because there's like 8 billion people on this planet.
No, I feel like they've been watching us on the big screen for a long fucking time.
Well, like Santa Claus, he's got a naughty or nice list.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. Yes.
Well, you know, they are super intelligent, so...
I think that it's been like the Truman Show, and they've been watching us live our lives.
So, like, I guess each alien has an assigned district to keep tabs on the certain group of humans in that district?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, why not? Like, if that planet's huge and they got 1 billion fucking aliens, why couldn't they watch this group and this group and this group?
They must really be interested in this shit show.
we're their form of entertainment. They put us here.
Well, how do they watch me when I'm down here jerking off to fucking midget porn? How do they judge me on that one?
I mean, I think it's fine.
Do they have like that Superman site where they can see through walls and shit?
Maybe they watch you take shits and sniff your hand when you're done wiping.
Wipe my ass barehanded.
Yeah.
They're like, this is primitive shit we haven't seen since the Neanderthals.
Yes. Oh, we forgot a caveman. He's still there.
Party at Luke's house. They feel like they're watching Planet of the Apes.
Yes, exactly.
Our alien overlords.
Yeah, I think that we are just their playthings. I think you had it right. They put us here on Earth. So basically, Earth would be like your turtle pins. Like, they created Earth, and then they put us in Earth.
But see, like, when people get bored with their playthings, they throw it in the trash.
Yeah, that's why they destroyed the fucking dinosaurs.
So then that's, yeah.
Maybe they're going to come and see what they can do with us, and maybe they will just destroy us. Who knows?
Series finale.
And if they are among us, maybe they're, like, watching us while they're among us. That's how they're keeping tabs.
Are you one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we would know.
We would know,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't think they got, like, some sort of chip in us to make us forget that we're aliens.
That would be funny, though.
That would be cool.
You come back and they take the chip out, and you're like, oh, yes, I remember who I am. And they're like, here you go. You can watch your video now.
Yeah. That's your past life fucking...
There you go. The past life fucking regression.
Making sense of all of it tonight.
Yes. Oh my God. It's fucking, I'm so glad we brought back CBD Friday. We are on a whole nother fucking level tonight.
Just hit the peace pen.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think the monoliths are? Do you think it's just like they're just dropping it so that we talk about it, so that we start this conversation like this?
Probably.
So then it kind of like normalizes the fact.
Yeah, they're rolling it out to us.
So then we get talking about aliens, and then we get comfortable talking about aliens. Mm-hmm. Well, now the dude came out and said that they're among us.
Yeah.
So then we talk about that, and we're like, okay, we're comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one just shows itself.
I told you the aliens don't bother me. I'd fucking say take me away. I'm getting pumped thinking about it.
You're like, last week I was fucking creeped out. This is awesome.
This is awesome. This is a good conversation. Like, we're already an hour into it. It doesn't feel like anything.
Holy shit, we're already an hour in?
Yeah, so...
This is a great conversation.
I fucking love it. I love aliens and space and all that weird shit. Just not ghosts.
Just not ghosts.
But I don't
Unless we become the ghost by going into the other dimension.
Yeah. And then spook them the fuck out. You said the monoliths were disappearing, right?
Yes.
I was going to say if they were staying there, maybe it was like some sort of mapping system or...
Yeah, like a honing. Or do you think that they're putting it into the ground? Whatever's in the monolith is putting stuff into the ground. So when they take it back out, we don't know, but now there's something in the ground there.
Do you know how many have appeared?
There's been a lot in the past couple weeks. Like, I think it's been like 2 weeks.
And they're not setting up, like, surveillance on it to see what the fuck, where it goes or anything?
So I think it's like as soon as people find out that it's there, it's gone the very next day. I don't think they stay for even 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but maybe, like, planting something in the ground.
Yeah.
Like a drill, like, you know, it releases something. Maybe, who knows?
What are they planting?
The fucking bombs to wipe us out.
The 5G towers?
Yeah, or maybe like some sort of way to like do their communication. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be their communication towers.
Yeah. I mean, because they do have advanced technology, so I guess that could be underground.
So maybe they put the monolith down into the ground, and then they call back to the other planet, and they're like, tell us when you get a good signal. And once they get a good signal, then they take it out, and they take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So now they have the signal here in Utah, and then they had the one in Romania.
Just covering it all.
Yep, then they went back over to California. They got that satellite there.
Or maybe it's a way, it's like a tower underneath, but it'll like fucking shoot something out to like strengthen our ozone. Who knows? I don't know. It could be a million things.
I mean, yeah, that's awesome.
It is pretty fucking rad.
So is this how 2020 is going to end? Do you think 2021, like the ball drops, 2021, everybody's like, Happy New Year, and the fucking aliens just come rushing out.
I'd be okay with that.
What do you think the aliens actually look like?
See, I'm picturing grays, like up there. The grays.
Ugh, I've never noticed that. That was really creepy.
Yeah, so...
yeah, because it kind of looks human form.
Yeah, and all the run-ins you've ever heard of, they talk about the grays, the humanoid type fucking grays.
So the grays are really tall, right?
Yeah.
They're taller than normal humans.
Taller, thin, yeah. Humanoid body.
Human figured.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the big eyes.
But every encounter, you get those, so that would be my assumption.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they look like, too. I don't think they look like the green little short guys.
Yeah, no. Who knows? I mean, maybe...
Maybe the green short guys are kids.
Yeah.
Kid aliens.
Or it's like, you know, the different colors we got here on planet Earth.
Like the little greens are the Asians.
Yeah.
And the grays are the what? The Russians?
Yeah, the Russians. No, we don't want them fucking pesky Russians coming.
Them pesky Russians.
Fuckers.
So the monoliths are bringing the aliens, and then the 21st of 2020 shift is going to open up the portal. So, maybe it opens up the portal and all the aliens come through.
Yeah, like the wormhole for them to... Because I've heard of things where they would... It's all theoretical, but something to like create a wormhole for you could do that long distance traveling from one end of the galaxy or universe.
Oh yeah, so you just go right through it and you're in the next one. So it's not taking you a billion light years to get there.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know how wormholes come about, but wouldn't some sort of, what do they call it, the conjunction or planets align cause some sort of stir to maybe open one of those?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think when they all line up on the 21st, it's going to cause the shift. And it's going to open up the portal, and the aliens are going to be able to come in.
That'd be fucking tight.
So maybe it's like how we have NASA, and we have people that go into outer space. Mm-hmm. So not all the humans do it, only a select few of the humans. So maybe it's like that for the aliens. Only a select few of the aliens come here, and those are the people that are at the grocery store right now. The one that the dude was talking about, they're among us, and they're going to show themselves. So they're coming in, they're dropping the monoliths, they're getting shit ready for the 21st. And once the 21st hits, it opens the portal and they usher them in.
I don't know what was going on in the year 1226, but it'd be kind of cool to like look back and see if there's any like historical fucking documents or something that,
Fuck yeah, let me Google that shit.
Because that was, Jesus, almost 800 years ago. I mean, I guess that's fucking Vikings were roaming, and England wasn't even England yet. And...
Let me put in, like, year 1226 portal.
Yeah. Fucking aliens in 1226.
It says year 1226 plague.
Oh, God.
We have a plague.
Yeah, we've already got one of those going on.
Year 1226 events. So it's talking about King Louis VIII was in 1226. So they had, like, kings and shit. I put in your 1226 aliens. 8 U.S. codes, 1226 apprehension and detention of aliens. U.S. code, U.S. law. What the fuck is this?
Probably illegal aliens.
That makes more sense.
So we were trying to find what kind of events happened in 1226, and there's not really much documented in that year, so...
My thought is that they're trying to keep it from us. They don't want to document it because they don't want us to know what happened.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of documents got destroyed that they never stood up for, 800 years. So who really knows?
I guess we're going to find out on, what is today? The 11th? We're going to find out in 10 days.
10 days. I always loved having a fucking bonfire on the winter solstice. Now I'm going to have to definitely have one.
Yes. What day of the week is that?
It's a fucking Monday. I already checked because I already fucking planned before I even heard the conjunction. Because, I think I've said before I love sitting around the bonfire, so.
We're going to have to do it, though.
For sure.
I'm going to have to come over on a Monday, and we're going to have a bonfire, and we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know if it gave a time, but I'll definitely be looking up to the stars. I wish I lived more out in the middle of nowhere to really get some good stargazing going on. Because I don't know if the portal's going to drop right here in Eastgate.
Probably not. It's probably not going to drop right in your backyard.
It'll open up in the sky, I'm sure, and you'll see the ships come through and then disappear. I wonder how long it would stay open. Probably as long as they're aligned.
Man, I would hate to sleep through that.
I know. I'm about to fucking request that Tuesday off.
Oh my god. I need off on this Tuesday. Why do you need off? The shift.
The shift. Happening. Yeah. Just write in the fucking Outlook. The shift.
The shift.
PPTO, Brad. I don't know, but yeah, it should be interesting.
So, speaking of portals, we need to get into this blackout challenge.
Oh, God.
Earlier on a pod, probably a month and a half ago, maybe, we were talking about the story about the Four Locos and how it's like blackout in a can. And Shells, being the wonderful friend that I am, decided that Brad had to do a blackout challenge. So we were going to see how many Four Loko shots it took for him to black out. But coming to my senses, I decided that we should not do the Four Loko for all the energy stuff that it has in it. I don't want it to wreck Brad's heart. So we're not trying to kill him. We just want him to time travel. So now I've decided that the new blackout challenge is just going to be him drinking a liquor. So we're going to pick one liquor to stick with.
Boy.
And then you'll drink that throughout the night. And you can have your beers too, but you have to drink the liquor and then black out.
So are we measuring these by shots, or am I just swigging out of the bottle?
Just bottle, yeah.
All right.
Just carry the bottle around like a hobo and just swig out of the bottle.
But do we want to measure how many shots it takes? I'm telling you right now, and I said it on that pod, it is going to be a fucking disaster.
It's going to be ugly.
It will be.
So I think that when we get this together, we should start the evening by doing a podcast. And while we're doing our podcast is when you start drinking your liquor.
Okay.
And then on the next podcast that we do, you can tell us how your night went, and I'll be there so I can tell you the blackout parts and fill in anything that you missed.
Right on. Hey, I mean, we might black out into oblivion, so...
Yeah. You might fall into the portal and not come back. And then I'll be here by myself. Letting you all know what happened. So I have some liquors here. And we're going to let the Drunkles decide which one. I'm going to put a poll up on our Facebook Drunkle group.
Okay.
So not the Drunkle page, because that doesn't get a lot of action. Like, I don't think it comes up a lot in Facebook. So I started a group. So if you haven't joined the group, please join the group. You guys can interact with each other. You can leave memes for us that make us laugh. So I'm going to do a poll on that group. Here are the liquors that I have. I have Jägermeister.
Oh, we got to scratch that one off.
No, come on. You've already made me scratch off two.
Yeah, rum. All right, can we bring back rum and get rid of Jaeger?
Okay.
Well, let's bring back Jose Cuervo and get rid of Jaeger.
Okay. So I let Brad look at the list first, and I said, if there's some on here that you absolutely will not do, you can scratch it off. And he's already made me scratch off Captain Morgan and Jose Cuervo.
But, like, discussions we've had prior on other pods, there is certain liquors that have fucked you up that you cannot drink anymore.
I did not put Fireball on here, and I did not put Aftershock.
Because I wouldn't drink it.
Because I know those are yours. Mine was Jaeger.
You know what? Fuck it. Just leave Jaeger on there. I can do it.
All right.
I'll mix it with fucking Red Bulls.
Again, with the energy drinks, we're not...
I can't drink that shit straight. I have to... Nah, yeah, let's just leave Jaeger. We'll bring back Jose.
And they may not vote on Jägermeister. Although, if they're assholes with all of your protesting, they might do it just to be a dick. Okay, so I have Jägermeister. I have Moonshine. I have Captain Morgan. I have vodka. I have Jose Cuervo. I have Jack Daniels. And I have Crown Royal.
Alright, so Drunkles, if you guys give a fuck about me at all, pick Crown Royal.
That's what you would like to do?
I would, out of that bunch, would be happiest with Crown Royal, but we'll leave it to the Drunkles to vote on it.
So I'm going to post a poll tonight, and I'm going to get it started, and we'll leave the poll up 2 weeks, we'll say.
So we're doing this New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, I think, would be great, because then you could black out in 2020 and then wake up in 2021.
Okay. All right, so do you leave the poll up till the day before New Year's?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
We could do that.
All right.
Just so you can get your final votes in. He wanted me to take Captain Morgan off the list and Jose Cuervo off the list.
You can put Jose Cuervo back.
Okay.
Fuck it. Put it all on there.
Put it all on there.
Fuck it.
Okay, I'll put them all on there. And then I want you drunkles, please go to the Facebook group and vote on this.
Yeah, throw Maker's Mark on there, too.
Maker's Mark?
Yeah, I like Maker's Mark.
Are there any other ones that you would like to put on there?
You got vodka on there, right?
Yes, but it's just a general vodka.
I can do vodka.
Is there any kind of vodka?
I usually drink Tito's, but it doesn't matter.
I won't get you the shittiest, but I'm also not going to get you top shelf.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Tito's is considered top shelf.
It's pretty top shelf.
Is it? Fuck it, doesn't matter. Just leave it as vodka.
Okay.
I don't really know anything outside of, like, what, Grey Goose and Tito's.
I guess Grey Goose is... Those are both top shelf. So you got your, like, Smirnoff and your...
I think they all taste the fucking same, to be honest with you.
I think it's all dependent on, like, the super, like, pop-off and Kamchatka. That shit's going to give you a bad hangover.
Yeah.
But if you're blacking out, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a hangover no matter what.
I got to get my game back out. I haven't drank since fucking Thanksgiving.
You've been sober since Thanksgiving?
Straight fucking sober.
Oh, because your tummy issues.
Yeah, I haven't had a fucking drink.
How have your tummy issues been?
Oh, they've been better. So.
Have you had any more fast food?
I've had some. Like, I had some Frisch's breakfast platters, but that's pretty good. But
did it mess up your stomach?
Nah, but I haven't, like, I've been scaling back on all the goddamn greasy-ass fast food.
Do you think that it's the alcohol that's fucking your stomach?
I hope the fuck not.
Did you drink on Thanksgiving?
I got super fucked on Thanksgiving.
So that could be why you were fucking barfing the next day then.
Nah, I mean... I don't get hangovers. I don't barf.
That's what a fucking hangover is, Brad.
No. I've gotten drunk plenty of times.
So it's not that you fucking had food poisoning. You had a goddamn hangover. You were barfing because you had a hangover.
I don't get hangovers.
You're getting fucking old. Face the facts.
Nah, because it lasted, dude. I'm telling you, I was hurting up until that fucking... No.
Tell me how many days.
No, fuck that.
Tell me how many days.
I've gotten drunker than that before and been fine, so...
But you're not a spring chicken anymore.
But even after I've been sober, fucking, like, I had a flare-up last week, like I was telling you, so... And I haven't had any booze.
What did you have to drink on Thanksgiving?
I drank, like, a 12-pack of Miller Lite and then, like, a whole bottle of Maker's Mark.
That's what it was! It was the fucking liquor! So you're telling me that you think... that you drank an entire bottle of Maker's Mark and a 12-pack of Miller Lite, and you think that you wouldn't barf from a hangover.
Dude, I was feeling fine. I was up cleaning pens and shit. Like, I was...
You were probably still drunk.
I don't know.
We fucking figured it out.
No.
Yes! That's what it was!
I'm telling you, it wasn't.
Welcome to the real world, motherfucker.
No.
That's what a hangover is.
Fuck that.
That's what a hangover is. You drink an entire bottle of fucking whiskey and a 12-pack of Miller Lite. You're gonna have a fucking hangover.
I do that all the time.
You do not drink bottles of whiskey.
Yeah,
all
bottles
the time.
of vodka and fucking... like, when we went camping, I smashed a bottle of Makers and drank beers and got up at 7 a.m., tore down camp, and went home.
And how'd you feel that day?
I felt fine.
I don't believe that you fucking felt fine. I don't believe that.
I mean, I'm not going to go out and run no marathon or, like, you know, be all full of life and excited, but, you know, I'm not, like, fucking dying or anything. If I have to get something done, I can get it done.
That's what it was. It was a hangover.
It's not a hangover.
Yes, it was.
I've never... I don't know.
Aw, Brad's growing up. He's finally getting hangovers. He's getting old.
I wear my big boy pants now. Got my first hangover.
Oh, you motherfucker. Okay, so I'm going to put that poll up tonight. I hope that all you motherfuckers go and vote on that.
Be kind. Vote Crown Royal.
Or Maker's Mark.
It's all going to be like fucking Yag and shit.
Totally. It's going to be a tie between Jaeger, Jose Cuervo, and Captain Morgan.
Have you ever I know you've seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the movie, they get the list of everyone that fucking made comments about their, calling them cocksuckers and shit, and they go fucking hunting down. I'm telling you right now, Drunkles, if I have a way to see who fucking voted on fucking Jägermeister, I will find out where you live, and I will shit on your fucking porch.
Your votes will be anonymous. Please vote away. Vote often. I wonder if you can vote more than once on a poll.
I hope the fuck not. I already know of a few that will straight vote for the worst fucking shit on that list.
Maybe I'll just have to create one each day and take all the votes from each day.
No, we're not doing that. Absolutely not.
All right, so do we want to get into this Drunkle of the Week?
Let's do it. Drunkle of the Week.
We need a little theme song. Drunkle of the Week.
Yeah.
Drunkle of the Week.
I got my little keyboard. I'm going to try to write one.
Do. Okay, so this one is a great story because it reminds us of one of our drunk stories. It says, Indiana restaurant's missing mascot returned after, quote, drunken mistake. Somebody returned a stuffed rabbit on Tuesday that had been stolen from an Indiana restaurant last week. Surveillance video showed the unidentified customer at the lounge picking up the taxidermied hare called Theodore A. Hare on Friday night, according to the report. The animal, dressed in a fancy hat and carrying an old shotgun, serves as the restaurant's mascot. The restaurant posted about the stolen hare on social media and offered a $500 gift card for its return. The vice president of marketing and retail for the restaurant's owner told the Indianapolis Star that replacing the hare would have cost about $1,000. No questions asked and no hard feelings, the restaurant tweeted. Our only hope is he is returned unharmed. The hare turned back up at the restaurant on Tuesday night when someone dropped him off in a trash bag with a note apologizing. Sorry. I just swallowed a fruit fly.
So there's a bunch of fruit flies that hang out down here in the dungeon. I'm sorry.
It just went down all the way down my throat.
This truly is a fucking dungeon.
Oh my god. Okay.
The podcast lair.
The pod dungeon. The note said, sorry, this was a drunken mistake. He was well taken care of. Strangely, this isn't the first time someone has nabbed the taxidermied animal mascot from the restaurant. Someone stole a fox named Winston from St. Elmo's Steakhouse in Indianapolis in 2018. Winston was returned to the restaurant a few days later via an Uber.
What, did they just send the Uber with the fucking mascot?
Yeah, they just put him in there and they told him where to go.
Oh,
They
yeah.
dropped it off.
That's awesome.
I love this story because it reminds us of one of our drunken stories, which I think we've actually talked about on a previous pod.
Did we?
But we all went out for someone's birthday. Was it your birthday?
I think it was mine because they had blacklisted me from this bar. I wasn't allowed back in.
Yeah, Brad got kicked out of this bar, and he was not allowed back in this bar.
You got it lifted to have my birthday party there.
Yeah, so there was a bunch of motherfuckers that were going to go to his birthday party, and we were going to have it at another bar, but that bar ended up being too small for the amount of people that we were going to have. So we tried to move it over there, and I went and personally talked to the bartender, and I was like, please, can you please just let him back in? I promise he'll behave. I promise we'll be good. It'll be fine. And they were like, okay, behave. Like, we have to behave.
Yeah.
So we all came in there, we were all drinking, it was all good, we were all fine, until someone gets the fucking idea. I don't even know who it was.
It wasn't me either.
It was not Brad, and he didn't have anything to do with it.
Nothing at all.
Somebody got the idea that we were going to steal this parrot statue that they have in the bar. They, I don't know, inconspicuously tried to move it towards the door, towards the patio. Then they got it out onto the patio, and then a couple of people, like one guy went around the fence of the patio to the parking lot, and one was on the other side, and he handed it over the fence to the dude, and the dude took off running across the street and took the parrot. I got a text the next day from the bartender and said, "You need to return our parrot. Someone in your group stole our parrot, and they need to return it."
They knew right away what group.
Yeah, they knew. They knew for sure.
And there was multiple other groups of people in this bar, but they knew.
They knew.
They fucking knew.
They knew. And I was like, I don't know anything about it, but I'll try to see if I can figure out where it's at. So I think I texted Brad, like, do you know where this fucking thing is?
Yeah, I'm laying in bed, and now I'm getting text messages from Shelly. Where's this fucking statue at? Where's this mascot at? I'm thinking, oh, fuck, I know this song and dance. I'm getting fucking blamed for something. And I'm like, God damn, they just let me back in this fucking place.
They just fucking lifted his band from the bar.
And this bar was cool, by the way. Like, all my friends would go to this bar, but I couldn't go because I was blacklisted. So I was pretty excited to have the ban lifted, to be honest. And I'm thinking, like, here we go. I'm going to be blacklisted again.
So then did you know where it was, or you just reached out to find out where it was?
Yeah, I had no clue. And I'm like, I don't know if you gave me, like, a lead, or somebody gave me a lead, or I just started texting people, but I eventually found it.
We found out where it was, and then you went and picked it up, right?
So I didn't even steal the fucking thing. I'm just wanting to bum around. Day after my birthday, and yeah, I gotta drive on the other side of Eastgate. Yeah, it's not far, but still, go pick up something I didn't fucking steal, walk into the bar the next day, and do the walk of fucking shame.
Do the total walk of shame.
All these drunks are already back in there at 11 a.m. just staring at me, walking in with this giant fucking parrot.
This gigantic fucking statue of a parrot. He just comes in, sets it down, goes, "I didn't do it," and walks out.
Yeah, that's all I said. Was not me. I'm not even getting scalded for this fucking shit.
So that reminded us, because this dude, he just returns it in a trash bag with a note that says, "Sorry, this was a drunken mistake."
I wish I was clever enough to think to call an Uber and sit in there.
So what happens when you call that Uber? So the Uber driver gets there, and you just put it in the front seat?
I guess.
And you're like, "Here, take it to this location and drop it off."
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Act like you never saw me. Or maybe it was the fucking dude. Maybe that was him. And he was like, "Hey, I'm just an Uber driver.
Yeah.
Someone put it in my car."
Yeah.
And what's the fee for that? Like, do you pay, like... Well, I guess it's on your phone, right? So it comes out automatically?
I mean, I would definitely have tipped the guy well.
Yeah, you gotta tip him well.
That's pretty cool.
Also, if you're the Uber driver, what a cool Uber.
Yeah,
You're like, real. Well, I'm getting paid. I don't have to talk to anybody. It's just this stuffed fox.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
That's awesome.
That is fucking cool.
All right, you got any Flashback Fridays?
We're going to check the Facebook again?
Yeah, let's check the Facebook.
Because we're running out of, like, epic parties.
I know.
It's almost down to, like, day-to-day ones.
I guess that kind of was a flashback, although it doesn't really count because we have already talked about that before.
Well, it looks like 4 years ago I was up in Cleveland watching the Bengals fucking lose.
Let's see. In 2010, I wrote, "No one's gotten a hand job in cargo shorts since Nam."
I got 5 years ago, "My C and B wishes you all a Merry Christmas, especially Tom Gilpin."
Your C and B?
I guess my cock and balls.
Stupid.
That must have been one of my late night drunk posts.
That's really all I got.
It looks like I went to a game on this day. 2 different Bengals games. One 4 years ago and one 9 years ago.
Wonder if they lost.
I'm sure they did. But yeah, that's about it. Just Bengals games and my CMB wishing Tom Gilpin a Merry Christmas.
Your cock and balls wishing Tom Gilpin a Merry Christmas. By the way, yesterday was the start of Hanukkah, and I posted Happy Hanukkah on his Facebook page.
Did he say thank you?
Yes.
I hope they're having a wonderful Hanukkah.
Eating lots of baklava.
Saving lots of money.
Saving lots of money. All right, you got anything else?
Nope, I think that we covered it all. Just bring on the aliens, man. I'm ready for them.
Fuck yeah, bring on the aliens. I want to go into that other portal.
I do too.
And please, please, please vote on which liquor Brad should drink for his blackout challenge.
And I appreciate you kind people that vote on the good stuff. And fuck the rest of you.
Fuck the rest of you.
Go Bengals. Long live Joe Burrow.
Aw, poor Joe Burrow.
I miss him.
Aw.
So, Drunkles, make sure check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Check out our Facebook podcast group, please. That's where you guys can interact with us. That's where you can vote on Brad's Liquor Challenge. Also, you can always download us on Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, iHeart, wherever else you find your podcasts.
Be sure to tell your friends, motherfuckers.
Yes, please tell your friends.
Happy
CBD Friday, motherfuckers! Ow!
Yeah.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule